Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name is Anton, and today we're going to be returning to James Blunt. And this is a big shout out to both Melissa and Stuart on the Patreon for requesting this one. And this is Goodbye, My Lover. And obviously, Monsters was my introduction to James Blunt, and that was a fantastic song. I think it brought tears if I remember correctly. So yeah, that one was powerful. And before we get into this one, as always, if you guys have any song requests for me and you want to vote on what artists come on the channel every single week, join everybody in the Discord. Link down below in the description. And if you want guaranteed song requests and you want to check out all of our full album reactions like we're doing right now to Affirmation by Savage Garden, join everybody in the Patreon. Also, link down below. And that's it. So let's get into James Blunt, Goodbye, My Lover. It was an older one. His hair is different. He looks more youthful.
Did I disappoint you or let you down? Should I be feeling guilty or let the judges frown? 'Cause I saw the end before we'd begun. Yes, I saw you were blinded and I knew I had won. So I took what's mine by eternal right. Took your soul out into the night. It may be over, but it won't stop there. I am here for you, if you'd only care. You touched my heart, you touched my soul, you changed my life and all my goals. And love is blind, and that I knew when my heart was blinded by you. Have kissed your lips and held your head, shared your dreams and shared your bed. I know you well, I know your smell. I've been addicted to you. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.
Wow, James Blunt is actually so talented in the most interesting way, in that he has this incredibly unique voice, this very like high voice, right? And I think he's like he only has this piano behind him, but what he's able to do with the piano and just his voice is actually staggeringly talented. Like, he's able to just ramp up this entire song. And obviously, you know, there's some chords being played on the piano at the right notes to kind of accentuate his voice and those notes. But he's not being given very much to work with, but he's stealing the show with his voice. And also, I wanted to say, I just love James Blunt. Like, he's just like, I'm listening to these lyrics, I'm like, you might be literally a god among men, James. Like, you might be like, you know, when we're thinking about human evolution, spirituality, and enlightenment, like, maybe we're all just trying to get to James. Because James is like, just the stuff he's saying is like so true. It's like, you know, we live in a culture where we're always kind of subconsciously told, like, you know, if you break up with someone, you know, yeah, like, cut them out of your life, like they're a cancer, you know, never see them again. And we'll see where the song ends up and where the lyrics head. But I like how James is actually saying, like, you know, yeah, we shared all these moments. You were my best friend. We shared a bed. We shared memories. We shared love. We shared friendship. Like, it's actually kind of weird when you think about what we do in our culture. How we just cut people out like a cancer. And it's like, these are people. And I know a lot of breakups are messy, and if it's messy, I agree, probably best to cut it out. But I don't know, like, I always find it beautiful. Like, you know, this is the last thing I'll say is my mom has a friend, Paul, and he's still like best friends with his ex-wife, and because he's like, she's one of the most incredible people in the world. Like, there's no kind of sexual relation between them anymore, but it's like, he's just like, she's like my best friend. And we kind of realized that as the relationship went on. And I always thought that was just interesting. I'm like, that you don't hear about that very often. But yeah, let's go back 15 seconds for you guys.
One, you have been the one for me. I am a dreamer, and when I wake, you can't break my spirit. It's my dreams you take, and as you move on, remember me. Remember us and all we used to be. I've seen you cry, I've seen you smile, I've watched you sleeping for a while. I'd be the father of your child. I'd spend a lifetime with you. I know your fears and you know mine.
So why did they break up?
But now we're fine and I love you. I swear that's true. I cannot live without you. Goodbye, my lover.
Oh shit, she died.
Friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.
Oh yeah, she died.
And I still hold your hand in mine when I'm asleep. And I will bear my soul in time when I'm kneeling at your feet. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. I'm so hollow, baby. I'm so hollow. I'm so hollow. I'm so hollow, baby. I'm so hollow. I'm so hollow.
Wow, man, that song was a masterpiece. James Blunt seems to know like the tricks to extremely good songwriting. Like both of these songs have proper song structures. They have like kind of bridges that they go somewhere. You know how this song, I loved how it didn't finish with the chorus. It finished with the "I'm so hollow." Like that was something that was added to the last part of the song to give it this distinguished feeling from the rest of it. Like, okay, where we end this song, we're different from where we started. And I always say that I'm not a huge fan of songs that like are just verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, done. Because it's like, I don't feel like anything happened in some weird way. I feel like I know I just listened to a song, but emotionally, there was no emotional journey for the most part. Like, and most lyrics don't culminate in anything either. Like, most lyrics are just a repetitious thing of telling a story, but the story is told in the first verse or the first chorus. You already know what happened. Or like, I either love songs that sonically tell a story or lyrically tell a story, where there's like, country's good at that, having a twist ending in the the last chorus or the bridge. Like I love that. I just love interesting songwriting, and again, it shouldn't be interesting. You know what I mean? It's like, shouldn't the norm be just write like a song that goes somewhere emotionally? Like we're listening to music. Isn't that the whole point? And I just like, again, like James Blunt always, his songs go somewhere. They take you on a journey. Like this and Monsters both took me on a very emotional journey. Again, like I was like, at first I thought it was about him letting go of a relationship and him realizing that maybe she doesn't have to be in my life, but I still want to share, like I still want to hold sacred the good attributes of this human being that I shared my life with. You know what I mean? Because again, I find that I get it. And I think a lot of the time what really causes people to axe out their ex-partners is a lot of the time insecurity on the part of the new partner, and they can't deal with friendship between those two people, and like, oh, it's so screwed up that this person's still in your life. And it's like, well, why? If there's still sexual chemistry, yes, I agree. I think like that is definitely okay. Why are you with, like, you know what I mean? That gets dicey. But sometimes like sexual chemistry is just gone. You know what I mean? Like yeah, it's interesting. And then I think those can be friends, and some people you just realize that you're better off as friends than lovers. Sometimes that happens when you're friends with somebody, you think you have feelings for them now, you start dating, you realize that the chemistry isn't really there, and you go back to friends. Like I think that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Why? I don't know. I feel like friends should not be these tokens that you throw away and collect. Like, oh yeah, you're out of my life now. Like these are living, breathing people with lives and histories and traumas, and it's just interesting. It's just interesting how we're so callous and we're so quick to just, yeah, I don't know, give up people and let people go. Like I get it, you know, you have to let go of toxicity, but I don't know, it's just interesting. I just find that kind of dynamic of human nature really fascinating. And James just has such like a dramatic voice. Like it's just awesome. Like he's just so good with the drama in his voice. And no one sounds like him. He has such a unique voice. But that's it. Like, yeah, nobody sounds like James Blunt. He just has this. And usually he has a voice that usually I wouldn't like. I don't like high pitch. Like, I don't like tenors a lot of the time. It's not really my I like baritones. Baritones are my favorite. Tenors usually aren't my thing, but James is just so good. Like he's so good at just channeling emotion, and that's what wins me over. And he picks great vocal melodies. I think the vocal melodies, like in this song and Monsters, are fantastic. You know what I mean? Just really good for, I don't know if I'd call this pop. And you know, I was talking to someone about this the other day, as we're trying to define what pop music is. And they're like, oh yeah, pop, you know, the pop genre. I'm like, well, it's not really a genre, it's a songwriting style. Like pop is, it's not bad or good. It can be bad. And what pop in the bad is you bastardize and pervert a genre. So you get soul pop, and you take soul music and you make it into verse, chorus, bridge. A lot of the time you add a lot of auto-tune to it, or you find a way to make it easily accessible. And so you essentially just pervert a genre. And then you have like pop rock. You take rock, you kind of take out all the edge to it, you make it easily digestible, you make it just, yeah, it's just boring. And so like pop, like stuff like this, I'm like, okay, what is it? It's like, it is kind of easily digestible, but it still has heart. And so what is like the underlying genre to James Blunt? Because I don't think it's soul. So I don't even know what it would be. I don't know what the singer-songwriter. It's just singer-songwriter. It's stripped down music. It's stripped down music, and then it happens to be very high selling, so that makes it kind of pop. But really, it's singer-songwriter. And yeah, I just find that he's just extremely talented. Third single on Back to Bedlam album, released in 2005, tells a tale of losing a love. Back to Bedlam was the highest selling album of 2005 in the UK. Wow. With over 2.4 million copies sold. Holy crap. By December 2009, the album had been certified 10 times platinum. Holy shit. That is insane. I always love these. What is the artist said about the song? James Blunt recorded the song while he stayed with Carrie Fisher in Los Angeles in her bathroom, where she had a piano. He later said about this, "Goodbye My Lover was recorded in her bathroom. Everyone sings in the shower, and everyone in Los Angeles seems to have a piano in the bathroom. Actually, it was just because I was on an indie record label and we had no money and couldn't find a decent studio, or didn't have the money to get a decent studio, so we cut costs by recording it in the bathroom." Wow. I just want to make sure this is about his lover dying. I think it is, but then at the end it was weird, because at the end it showed her with an empty bed with him. Like at first I thought it was about him letting go of a relationship. Then I was like, oh, okay. Some of the lyrics are like, okay, if you feel this way about your ex-girlfriend, you'd still be with your ex-girlfriend. Like, there must have been something crazy that happened to break you up. That's when I was like, okay, this is too emotional to be about a ex-partner. Because at first I was like, you know, I think there was like, I was watching the video and there's a lot of things going on, and so I wasn't able to completely, like, let's see this. Let's see if there's any indication that she had died in the beginning that I overlooked. Did I disappoint you or let you down? Should I be feeling guilty or let the judges frown? Because I saw the end before we'd be... Yeah, okay, so it does actually make it seem like it's about them giving up on a relationship. Yes, I saw you were blinded and I knew I had won, so I took what's mine by eternal right, took your soul out into the night. It may be over. Okay, so it is about a broken relationship. So my original monologue after the first chorus was true. And then the second verse just gets really emotional. I'm just like, wow, James, like, you are still in love with this person who either you left or they left you or you mutually left. I am here for you if you'd only care. Okay, so I wasn't crazy, because at first I was like, why did I think this like was about like a broken up relationship? This is definitely about them dying, but no, this is clearly about a broken relationship. And then this is when it gets to the beautiful thing I was talking about. I'm here for you if you'd only care. You touch my heart, you touch my soul. You change my life and all my goals. And love is blind, but that I knew when. My heart was blinded by yours. I've kissed your lips and held your hand. Shared your dreams and shared your bed. I know you well, I know your smell. I've been addicted to you. Ooh. Trauma bonding. This might be a bit too much emotion for a healthy relationship. This might be trauma bonding. And then, yeah, goodbye, my lover, goodbye, my friend. Well, that's actually a good thing. Usually trauma bonds, you don't consider them friends. Usually these people, you don't trust them enough like you trust a friend. Usually these people, you're always worried they're cheating, or you're always worried about them with someone else. You're always worried about them flirting. It's explosive. Usually you don't really treat each other as friends. You treat each other as lovers of, lust people. So this is interesting. Using addicted to you in the same song as calling someone a friend is interesting. I haven't seen that before, but maybe that's just a term. Because it sounds like he actually cared about this person as a human being, as a friend, not just kind of an addiction. You've been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover, goodbye, my friend. And then, so I am a dreamer, and when I wake, you can't break my spirit, it's my dreams you take. And as you move on, remember me, remember us and all we used to be. I've seen you cry, I've seen you smile. I've watched you sleeping for a while. I'd be the father of your child. I'd spend a lifetime with you. I know your fears and you know mine. We've had our doubts, but now we're fine. And I love you, I swear that's true. I cannot live without you. Wow, and I still hold your hand in mine when I'm asleep. And I will bear my soul in time when I'm kneeling at your feet. I'm so hollow, baby. I'm so hollow. I'm so hollow. Wow. Yeah, it was a fucking powerful song. Yeah, this was fantastic. This got me right in the feels. I had chills within, I think, the first verse, or at least the first chorus. I had chills. And I didn't say it, but I was like, what? Because when there was like one note on the piano where it was like, psh, and I was like, oh, I feel that. It was like based on what he was singing with that note. I was like, oh man, this is getting me. Yeah, James Blunt, he gets me, man. I love him, man. He's amazing. I'd love to have him on my podcast one day. I think he'd be a great guest. I feel like we would go pretty deep. We might end up crying together, but it'll be a deep time. It'll be a good time. But anyway, what other James Blunt songs should we check out? Let me know down below. And if none of the patrons choose anything, I'll be coming to you guys for ideas. So let me know, what are your favorites? And if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to help out with the almighty YouTube algorithm, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're digging all the content. And if you guys enjoy anything I talk about in these videos, I have a podcast, link down below. And lastly, I want to give a big shout out to my tier 3 patrons. So we got Melanie, Scott, Ayla, Charles, David, Jason, Kelly, Laura, Mans, Matt, Melissa, Merrick, Nora, Paul, Robbie, and Stuart. So shout out to all of you guys, and I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you.